Hey everyone, I'm half dead. Hello everyone. Do you like my lovely illustration to show how I'm like half dead right now? But I still wanted to stream because it was scheduled. But yeah, I'm very tired. I've got a banging headache, but we're gonna go anyway because why not? So hello everyone. Let me know how all the audio is. Should all be good. But yes, I'm half dead, so we're just gonna do what we can. Probably only gonna stream an hour or 2 hours. Probably, you know, not any more than that. But yeah, so basically we're just gonna keep doing more concepts with the dragons, just keep sketching stuff. And yeah, so that is all I've got to say really. I'm just, my brain is mush. My brain doesn't want to work. It hurts a lot right now. I've had loads of painkillers and nothing has touched this headache, so I'm just like, yes, I'm dealing with a headache all day. So now, how is everyone doing? How is everybody doing? I'm gonna yawn. Oh god. Oh, and I'm tired. Okay. Hello Dino, hello Banana Man, hello Moth, hello Joy, how you all doing? Yeah, I'm probably gonna do 3 or 4 dragons if I can even get that done. I don't know. Don't even know who I want to do because we're now getting into the territory of dragons that didn't initially have designs. So the ones I've done before all already had designs I had in my head. There's one more that's got a design in my head that I can pretty much think of. The rest, I just sort of gonna win it as I go, so it's gonna be a little bit harder, but we'll see. Get rid of that. Put all these guys back on. I brush back. But yeah, so let's see what we can do. Now I'm gonna do a little bit of an edit on some of these guys actually before we get going. On Willow, let's make sure I'm on her layer. There we go. I realise it might be best if I get rid of this full sort of connection between the leg and the tail on them, and that way I can more comfortably bring the wind down so that the wind can go onto the tail a little bit like that, and just slightly more, you know, bring it sort of slightly, probably a little bit more than that. So I really want to exaggerate how big their wings are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that and I'm going to let it come all the way down. Not all the way, but just let it come down. Thank you, Zari. Appreciate it. Banana Man, I am just tired and my brain is mush, so we're going to see how well I do today. Probably not very well. We're just gonna win it. We're just gonna win it. No pun intended, because I realise I'm trying to win right now. No pun intended. You can already see how messy my lines are there. God, I'm not with it. It's probably better having the wing go down the tail a bit like that, honestly, because it sort of gives it a bigger membrane. It leans more into how the air dragons have such big wings and they have such good control over air and stuff. So having the membrane go down the tail a bit is probably a good thing. Just like that, I reckon. Hello, Miss Harry Arts. How you doing? Yeah, it's probably only going to be like an hour, 2 hour long stream. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be more up for streaming. But God, I'm dead at the moment. Yeah, that's the edit I wanted to make to Willow. For all of them, I'm going to get rid of this connection I've done between the leg and tail because I feel like that's not quite accurate. What brushes do I use? Depends what I'm doing. Right now, I'm just on a normal line-up brush. You can see it up here. It's just like a solid brush that has some pressure sensitivity so it can fade and go smaller and thicker and stuff like that. That's what I use for sketching and lines. Most other things, I'm going to edit Keisha's win here because her wins are much smaller, not used for light really. As for anything else, so I've got, hang on. So when I'm sketching, I just have this brush on small like that. When I'm lining, I'll have it same sort of size and I'll do lines like that. When I'm doing colour, then I don't want any stroke stabilizer. I've just got a normal colour brush here with no stroke stabilizer, no pressure sensitivity. It's just a flat brush. I've got a blur brush that, you know, blurs things like that. So if I kind of like put another color there, it'll blur them together like that. It's nice. I've got a smudge brush that smudges things around depending on what, you know, texture I've got it on. Airbrush is just an airbrush. Watercolor is the brush I use like all the fucking time because it's like the best brush. I love it because it's like press hard and you get a lot of color, and then press lightly and you can blend it out, and it's all in one brush, and it's just really nice to use. And normal paintbrush is similar to that, but it's just a bit more dense and saturated. It doesn't, I need to, okay, but it doesn't blend as well. As you can see, it's a little bit more saturated, so I prefer the watercolor brush for that reason. Then obviously you got just a razor. You've got an eraser, and then I've got an eraser that's softer, and yeah, there you go. That's the main brushes I use. I don't know if that was a good enough explanation because I'm half dead, but that's something. I demonstrated something, I hope. Okay, so I'm just going to go through all of them and sort out this, how I've done this run. Because really that should be more like that, and let the tail be seen, the connection of the tail be seen. Just like that. Zoom on Cosmos. For Cosmos, I'm still not happy with him. You know, I was struggling with him last stream. I'm still not happy with him. And I think what I need to do is make his body longer, honestly. I'm going to make his body longer. Actually, what I need to do first of all is expand my canvas. Oh god, it's already huge. I don't know what the limit is on Psy, but... Oh, I did not need that. Wait, no, I put too many zeros. 10,000. There we go, I put too many zeros. I have not watched any Godzilla film, but I do plan to. I want to watch the Monsterverse. Oh, I want to watch the Monsterverse, starting with like Kong Skull Island and then go through them all in order. So, no, I haven't yet, but I plan to. Yeah, more like that. It's just a longer body. In fact, I think all of them could benefit from being a bit of a longer body. Except for Spruce. Spruce is fine. Spruce is Spruce. Spruce is Spruce. He does not need a longer body. He is a long boy as it is. Let's just figure out how I'm doing this. It's been a week since I was doing this, so I can remember how I drew them. As long as I get the idea down, it's fine. Bring your membrane down the tail a bit as well. See you later, Banana. Have a good day. I think the mistake I made is I didn't bring his wing up enough, but whatever. Bring the membrane of his wing down a bit. Not as much as Willow, but just a bit. Isn't that Mothra? Mothra's pretty cool. Mothra's cool. There we go, just a little bit bigger. General. Mothra's pretty cool. I don't think I've got the right size brush here. Yeah, Mothra's cool. I like Mothra. Mothra is interesting. I do like moths. Moths are cute. Like, they're just fluffy butterflies. They're cute little fellas. I find them cute to the butterflies. Okay, and then I also want to move you over, get a Acacia move her. Oh, I've obviously not erased all of that properly. Make sure everything's gone. There we go. Move you over. You are short and stumpier, so that's fine. But Willow, I'm going to give you a longer body. Just expand your body a bit. Just show how much more slender you are. Yeah, there. I think that's actually a mistake I made. I made all their bodies too short. Go. And just adjust it. These sketches are very messy, but whatever. It should probably be a little bit longer. I mean, the point of post. Why are you grabbing Cosmos right there? That's not who you're meant to be grabbing. Let's do that. No, there's nothing there. Just go to Acacia. Thank you. Acacia, let's make you a tad bit longer, but you don't need to be too much longer because that's not the point of you. Sure, I've done that, so it's all selected. A little bit elongate. There we go. That's better. Shall I elongate Spruce? Let's elongate Spruce a bit as well. Why not? Spruce deserves some elongation as well. Elongate. Why not? Spruce, come here. You're being long. You're getting longer as well. You're a long boy. Long boy. That's actually probably more accurate to how long he's meant to be. I definitely made him way too short. It's definitely meant to be a very long boy. Big, small, that'll do. Yeah, I made him way too short. He's a big boy. Long boy. Not big. He's short. He's very, very short, but he's long. He is a lung dragon, so he is a lon. Okay. You, I'm just going to expand your wing a tad. That. Willow still has the big win. Again, I'm going to expand it a tad because I really need to exaggerate how big her win is. Even bigger than her body. There we go. That's the point. Okay. Let's now expand the canvas down a bit as well, so I've got more room that way. That's not... Nope. Not that. There we go. Right, we've now got plenty more room. So, let's do... Who should I do next? Just thinking... The trope, I've probably got a good idea in my head of what she looks like. She's a snake-like wyvern. Hawthorne, who's the fire, I've got a good idea in my head. Got the metal drake, who I've not got a name for yet. I've got a decent idea in my head of him. Let's do Hawthorne, since he's just another normal dragon. That'll be easier for me right now. I'll see if I can remember how to fucking draw currently. Right, so Hawthorne is a normal European dragon, but he's got some different aspects to him. And small eye, angry looking eye. Win it, no pun intended. See what I could do in terms of face shape. I'm winning the face shape because that's what I'm not sure about right now. Probably do. Totally winning this. Those spikes I want to give his face. Probably fairly. He's more so scaly than he is spiky. Just thinking about how I want him to look right now. The thing about Hawthorne is he has a throat sac that does that. He's got different kind of neck. Because the point of the fire dragons is they're not just... I didn't want to make them just like normal fire dragons because that's boring. So what I've done with the fire dragons is they actually have throat sacs. Not all of them do, but a lot of them have throat sacs. And those throat sacs are full of like lava rather than fire, and that's like the fire element. So it's just a bit more unique. Because, I don't know, I feel the normal fire element is just too boring at this point. I wanted to make them more unique than just fire. And just read fire and that's it. I haven't really thought about how I want his horns to go, but we're just gonna win it as I go. You know what, that'll do, that's a horn. You know what, come in and then curl a bit, I think. A bit more interesting. Oh, I am lightheaded. I'm obviously not very well at the moment. I've just suddenly gone lightheaded and dizzy then. I'm just powering through it. We good. We are good. Nothing's going to stop me from drawing dragons. Oh, no, it's not. I mean, it might. It might stop me, but I refuse. I refuse to be stopped. I refuse to be stopped in making content for you guys. Speaking of content, new video out today, releasing in just about maths, fucking hour and 40 minutes-ish, I think. But I can't do maths at the best of time, let alone right now. So, new video coming out very soon. I might still be streaming when it comes out, or I might not, we'll see. Yeah, no, actually, I don't like the spikes. What I'm going to do with him, actually make it like a round, and bear with me here. But he's got big scales, sort of a makeup. An almost lava molten rock texture. Hello, I'm afraid I have no idea how to say your name because it's not English. Sorry, but hello, how are you doing? Just gonna get a general idea of it. Maybe not quite that bulbous, but you know, just a cheek with some scales that can almost mimic molten rock. That's probably his gimmick, is that he's very rocky, you know. Probably have some defensive spikes. Like, probably find some spikes going maybe along his jawline. Smaller ones going along his jawline. Like that. Then, so if that's where his neck would be, like about there, then the throat sac is going to come out like this. So that's the point of them, that they have throat sacs. I'm going to make him a fairly robust dragon, sort of fairly big. Not massive, but big. Align the whole cheek, these little spikes, I think. Remember how much neck compared to chest we need. So if his neck is doing that way and there's the throat sac coming out, his chest is sort of going to do that. That's where his chest is, ish. A little bit higher than that. Yeah, more like that, and then bring the throat sac out a bit more. Have it nice and visible. There we go. And the throat sac, again, sort of looks like lava on the inside. It's got lava and it's got this molten bits of rock that go all around it, just like this. Actually, I might dish that idea on the cheek. Go with something different on the cheek. Let's go to those scales for now. Because the whole molten rock thing is only meant to actually be on the throat sac, thinking about it, because that's where the actual element comes from. It's in there, so it glows like lava. Like, what am I doing? Oh my god. Go away. I don't want you there right now. Because who wants a normal generic fire dragon? That's boring. We want uniqueness. We'd want a nice big throat sac that holds all the lava in it. Lava and fire and molten crap, and it's what they generate everything in. So let's then give it the molten rocks. The idea of molten rocks at least. Not like scales that sort of are flayed out and they get closer together as they get closer here. And obviously the more the throat sac is expanded, the more the scales flay out, the more you can see on the inside. Stuff like that. We're just doing it loosely right now to get the idea of it, because these are only concept sketches and I can't be asked right now to do loads and loads of little scales, so just gonna do that roughly. Now I think for his cheek what I'm going to do is I'm going to do layers of spikes like this, I think. Just like that, and then another layer, you know, just spikes coming out, why not? And then probably one more, you know, less. A little bearded dragon-esque, honestly, which is kind of nice. Let's give him the classic spike on his nose, classic dragon spike on the nose. A little bit of homage to classic fire dragons. Something like that for his brow. No, that's... what else could I give him? I'll probably do for now. I think we could have another set of horns that do that. You know what? Let's give him a second horn set, because why should Willow be the only one that has four horns? Why not? There's nothing special about Willow that means she's the only one with double horns. They can all have double horns. Hello, Amber. Thank you very much, and welcome in. Go double horns on Hawthorn. Maybe like a spike that does that on his head. I feel like his head is a bit bland. Is my concern right now. You know, his name is Hawthorn, so to have him have spikes actually does kind of make sense. I should be adding spikes on him. I need to adjust how I've drawn his head right here. I think my cat is trying to get in, as usual. And you know what? She can stay out there, because, you know, she always tries to get in, and then it's like, oh, I want to leave. Never mind, she is absolutely banging at the door, because I'm letting her in. Give me a second. She wants to be in here. She's going to want to leave again. Guaranteed she's going to want to leave again. No, I'm not happy with those spikes. I feel like he does need some sort of spike. I'm not sure. The name of my main, if you mean my mascot, the dragon that's my face cam, that is Willow. Her name is Willow. Maybe I'll draw the rest of his body and I'll figure it out as I go. Just for now, get his legs and stuff in. Hello, you. Please don't knock the microphone around, Flo. And don't drink out of my glass of water either, please. Thank you. I know you want attention. Hello. There is a cat on the desk. She is asking for attention by sticking her bum in my face. Thanks for that, Flo. No, knock the mic. No, Munchkin. Stop it. Stop dropping the microphone. Thank you. Little sod. Are you going to want to go out again now? Don't want to leave it straight away again. Please, Flo. You always do this every single stream. Stick the legs and what I've just given him. Oh, I can't get legs right now. God damn it. I mean, you know what? I've definitely not made Vacation bulky enough, but it'll have to do for now. Probably definitely make Vacation bulkier than I have. Because Hawthorne looks bulky only because of his throat sack. You know what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to make his neck less than that. Because he's not meant to be as bulky as Acacia. I'm looking up here just so I can see how I need to do the legs because I've forgotten. Hello again. She's back on the desk again. Can I help you? Can I help you? You just want attention, don't you? And you're moving my microphone around. Excuse me. Oh, hi. Hi. I've now lost a hand because Flo is demanding cuddles. Oh, God. Okay, I'm giving you attention. It's alright. Okay, Flo, I need both hands, I'm afraid, sweetheart. Let's do the win. She keeps moving the microphone. Right, every time I move it, you move it back. I thought your brother was meant to be the little sock, not you. You're meant to be a little angel. You behave most of the time. Here we've got nice normal wins for Hawthorne. Not much to say about his wins, they're just sort of normal dragon wins. Oh, now you've come around the other side. Hello. What are you doing? Oh my God, Flo. The cat is interrupting the stream. Stop it! Oh my God! Stop! I'm trying to stream. Why did I let you in the room? Oh my God, you want attention, you want love, hey. And I can't resist you because you're so cute. Because you're so cute, yes. I'm trying to draw, baby girl. I'm trying to draw. Yes, I am. Yes. I have my hand back. I'm not allowed my hand back. Okay, one-handed it is. I don't even know where my cursor is right now. There it is. And that. Bone there. Round. Low, please. I'm gonna have to kick you out, baby girl, if you keep this up. And I don't want to kick you out because I feel bad when I have to do that. Stop. It's moving the microphone. Oh, if only I had a camera so you guys could see this thing. This cat. She's so needy. He is the neediest being in existence of neediness. Stop it. You just okay. I'm just gonna leave the microphone there because you keep moving at this point. So you can probably hear her messing around. Okay, now you've moved it way out of the way. Oh my god, cat! Please. Oh my god. You're gonna force me to have to kick you out of the room, and you're not gonna be happy about that. Leave the microphone there. Thank you. Favorite dragon side after my main? I'm not sure at the moment, honestly, because I'm still working on them all. And like, Flo, stop! Let me keep the microphone where it's meant to be. But yeah, I'm still working on them all, and like, I don't know who's my favorite right now. I mean, in terms of personality, probably Spruce, because he's just a silly boy. He's literally like just a puppy. He just acts like a puppy. He can't even talk. He's just a puppy. And he's cute. There's a horn there. Okay, and then... How do I do dragon feet again? That's how I was doing dragon feet, okay. Hoping as I slowly remember what I was doing, this will go quicker. But like I said, probably only streaming maximum 2 hours because my head is very, very full right now. I'm literally grinning and bearing through pain right now while I do this, but I didn't want to cancel the stream. Like a paw, then a dragon flip or whatever. Just concepts. I've got to remind myself they're just concept sketches. They don't need to be perfect. They're just conveying the idea right now. That's what I got to remember. They're just conveying the idea, the design, rather than being absolutely perfect. So that I then have something to go off when I actually go make their full reference sheets and their proper designs. Which I will probably do on stream when I get around to doing that. Is making their reference sheets. It's going to take a long time and a lot of streams to get through them all, but I will probably stream it for you guys, if you guys want to see that. So I think the problem is I need to bring his chest down. This is technically his chest right there. And then to probably exaggerate the fact that's a chest, I need to then bring this up, because it's just a throat sack. It's not his actual, you know. Got his actual. Let me draw the chest. Where the chest would be, which is that. So that's about where the chest is and where the throat sack is. Hey King of Toads, how you doing? Opinion on Bitter the Bitter Giggle, he's just a fucking rip-off daycare attendant from Security Breach. You can't convince me otherwise. Security Breach came out and then Bitter Giggle became a thing. Just putting that out there. Just putting that out there that they kind of outright copied. You know, Jester with two sides, he's meant to be super happy and is actually evil, and they're very similar. Just gonna put that out there that he is a bit of a rip-off. Okay, I feel like his leg's not far forward enough. Hey Julia, how you doing? Legs forward. Back leg, remember he has to do a back leg past me. It's a swooping curve. That and goes down. And then it comes out. Use the calf muscle. Go. Ain't no bit more of a calf muscle than that. There we go. Just like that. So these are a bit long, so we'll shorten it a tad. That leg a tad bit bigger. I'm lazy, so copy and paste. Oh wait, no, I did the back legs differently. Fuck, I can't be lazy because I did them differently. How did I do them? Like that, right. Right. Floor. Spruce, this guy up here, technically, yes. I call it more Lun Dragon, or Eastern Dragon, rather than outright a Chinese dragon, since Chinese dragons kind of have a very specific style to them to fit the culture. But he is technically an Eastern Dragon / Lun Dragon is what they're called, which are the long boys with no wings. The rest of them so far have all been European dragons, but I am going to do a wyvern after this guy, so we will have a different one. And then after the wyvern is probably going to be a drake. And then after the drake is probably going to be a leviathan, so it's all going to get different. I mean, it just so happens that all the ones I've done so far, other than Spruce, have all been European dragons. Whoops, but no, they're not all just European 4-legged 2-winged dragons. There's wyverns, there's, let me think of all the names of different dragons. There's wyverns, there's drakes, there's leviathans, there's lindworms, there's a Quetzalcoatl, not the Quetzalcoatlus, Quetzalcoatl. Oh, I can't remember the names of any others right now. Salamander dragon is one I've not come up with yet. I honestly don't have a salamander dragon. Probably could be one I could try fit in to one of the elemental species, but it's not one I've done yet. I want to remember how I did it. No, I haven't made a salamander dragon yet. That's not one of the ones I've got an idea for yet. I've totally done that wrong. God, fuck my life right now. I can't function. Can't do anything right currently. Oh my god. Okay, come on. Leg. Leg needs toe. And then claw. Foot. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Every time mythical creature dragons. Dragons. So, because of his throat sac being here, he probably doesn't have chest plates or the stomach plates. So what I'm going to do instead to fit the theme of him being thorny and a hawthorn is have his stomach absolutely covered in these spikes. And that's his defense. Lots of like spiky scales that kind of come together and close up his stomach and make it impenetrable. So rather than the normal plate scales that other dragons have, he has all these spikes instead. Is what I'm going to do. Just join them in roughly so the idea's there. And they overlap and close up and get rid of See, dragons aren't just basic though, because you can do whatever you fucking want with them. Like, these aren't all just basic dragons. I'm doing there's like unique designs and concepts with them. You know, you can do whatever the fuck you want with dragons. So I don't see them as basic. They're basic if you go for just the normal classic ones you see in media. But, you know, if you're more creative with it, you can do whatever the fuck you want. Yeah, I'm not going to draw them all in. I'm just giving the sort of basic idea of all the spikes that he has that are going to protect the vulnerable parts. Eastern fire dragons are like classic and boring as hell, yeah. But they are like the most traditional interpretation of them. But yeah, like this guy's a fire. This guy's a fire dragon. But I'm trying to do him as unique as possible, and that he doesn't just breathe fire. He's got this throat sac here full of like lava. So that's how he's a fire dragon. So like I'm trying to make it different and not fall into the trap of just basic dragon with fire breathing, you know? And like all of these guys, they're not, I mean, Willow is air, she doesn't do fire. Acacia is earth, she doesn't do fire. Cosmos does fucking everything he could possibly think of. Spruce is a really weird element. He's like void, like matter element. So they're all like different elements. They're not all just fire. So there we go. That'll be that. Tail. I'm gonna have to join the rest of the pack just so I can see where the tail's gonna go. Yeah, I like how to train dragon because they go really fucking unique with their dragons. It's not just dragons. They're like all. I mean, look at the Whispering Death. That thing's unique as all hell. You know, I like the fact that they go unique. Maybe a more cartoony style, but I like how they've got their dragons a lot more unique. You know, I think it's really cool. The only thing about what I want to do along his back, but we'll figure that out. Yeah, there's the wind membrane. I think I'm gonna just quickly fix up Acacia's wings while I'm looking at them. I'm just gonna smooth them out. Honestly, I give up on trying to do these knobs of fucking bones because they look awful. I'm just gonna smooth them out for now. When I get to actually drawing them, I'll look into doing that properly. Hello, Astral Myth. How you doing? Get rid of these stupid knobs that I did because they look awful. And her wings up a little bit. Yeah, I'll do the same for Acacia and Cosmos, just make them look a bit better in that respect. I've already chosen a name for who, because all of these guys that I'm drawing pretty much do have names. You can see their names in the layers here. I think I've got a list that I've written down somewhere with their names, so I have forgotten some of them, but they all do technically have names that I've come up with. I've forgotten some of them, but I do have it listed down somewhere. Okay, just fixing the wings a bit. They got really messy and disjointed. The cat's still next to me, by the way. Flo's still chilling next to me. She's having a wash currently. At least she stopped moving the microphone around. Thanks, Flo. Hey. This guy is fire. He's the fire element. But rather than being normal fire, he is instead more like lava than actual fire. So it's a little bit more unique in that respect. So I don't just have a boring classic fire dragon. I have a little bit more interesting. Just a bit neater. My sketches being this messy is why I do line art, because I cannot do just the clean up sketch method. Does not work with how I sketch. Let's clean up Cosmos a bit. This guy Cosmos is literally everything. He is God. He can do everything. He is literally every single element that exists. He's everything. You can think of an element, he can do it. Because in the story, basically all elements originate from him. He created the world and everything originates from him, so he can do everything. So it's a good job he's very chill and he doesn't want to kill anyone. Because he could very easily do that. There we go, cleaned up a bit. That's better. Let's make the tail a tad bit longer, I think. I like it to be thick, but I think a bit longer. Because obviously they do need tail balance for flying. There we go. They can't fly, they don't have any balance with their tails. The spikes will continue going down for a bit. Okay, and then the end of his tail. What do I want on the end of his tail? Could mimic the horns that I've done, so I could do a couple of scales that lift, bigger scales that lift up, which then give way into a horn-like spike. That. Maybe a little bit bulkier than that, actually. And then, so now it's his back, because his back is a bit bare, so I need to think about what I want to put on the back of him. So he could have, I mean, you've always got the classic just spines. I think spines will fit him, actually. We'll just have spines going down his back. And sort of down his tail for a bit. We'll give them this sort of more curved shape, a little bit more like thorns. Yeah, that'll probably do for him. There, we've got Hawthorn. Make him a bit smaller, so I've got plenty of room. Not that big. Hawthorn. Who next? I think I should probably do the Wyvern next, if I can even manage fucking Wyvern anatomy right now, but we'll have to see. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. So Wyvern is a trooper. I'm just going to make this a bit smaller, because I've given myself too much room and it's... No, not that small. Fucking... There we go. Okay, a trooper is... You know something about Pokemon while watching this that should be called Dragamon. I do like their dragons, but I'm not going to be playing because the dragon types are cool. Now, let's think. Wyvern anatomy, and she's like a snake as well. Because she's a venom dragon, so... Anything about a snake head, originally. Start off with, we're looking at a snake head. Snake's very slim heads. How does a snake's mouth go? A little bit. Very sort of thin jaw. She's probably got the pits that snakes have, because you know snakes have like those pits that they sense heat with. Eye a bit smaller, I think. The head does give way into some small horns. Sort of nice thin horns. I might give them a bit of a hook like that. It's a bit more unique. Maybe make them look like fans, actually. It's like her horns almost look like fans because she is a venom dragon. So for her to have, she obviously has fans. You're not going to see them in this, but she does have big fans. Now she is a wyvern, so we are looking more at... Oh, she has the cobra hood as well. I need to figure out how I'm going to draw cobra hood in. I just want to draw cobra hood. Let's just do that for now as a cobra hood. Sort of give an idea of it. Like that. Hello, Dino. How you doing? Oh, that's not what I wanted. Cobra hood. Are you a loaf now, Flo? Are you loaf? Loaf? Hey, baby girl. So that's not enough. I'm gonna make that a little bit bulkier. She has the cobra hood. Oh, I feel like it needs to be smaller. Second horn. In horns. I'll worry about the cobra hood, so we'll do that differently in a minute. Now think about how. Let's just get the general shape in, then I can add a cobra hood to that. Probably the better way to do it. I'm going to make the horns a little bit flatter than that. Slightly flatter head. I'll go snake. I'm going to redo the second horn. Totally drawing a snake from memory right now. Is while I have reptiles, I've never had a snake. So I'm not fully familiar with them. Probably a not ridge horns. It reminds me of a sister snake called Mulch. I do like snakes, they are cute. Like wyvern. The hand is the win. So let's make a foot. And then we can attach a wing to it. I've not drawn a wyvern for so fucking long, man. It has been a very long time since I've drawn a wyvern. I'm very much winning this as I go. Hey, fantastic, how you doing? So that would be joint 1. Joint 2 obviously goes to the body. And because she's a snake, I'm giving her a fairly long neck, so we need to bring this back. Just figure out the first sort of joint of the wing, rather than trying to do more right now. because I'm having to completely win how a wyvern looks because I do not know. Well, I do know how a wyvern looks, but I have not drawn one for probably fucking years, so having to just win it. No pun intended. No, that feels wrong. No, I'm going to have to get. I need to get a reference image of a wyvern. I don't know how they watch one a wyvern is so fucking long. Okay, wyvern. Show me how a wyvern's wing goes down. I want one that's on the floor, standing on its wing, not flying. No, don't give me ones with the wings up. I want ones with the wings down. Oh, so it's walking on its wings. Wyvern walking on wings. Well, that's not a wyvern, first of all, Google. Well done. Second of all, there's a good one somewhere. Yeah, that kind of shows me. That'll have to do. That'll have to do. Whatever the fuck this is from. Probably Game of Thrones or something. Let's flip it. There we go. I always like to try and do things from memory, but I couldn't quite get it right that time. So, should I do her standing up now? I kind of wanted her like down flatter because she's like a snake. She's very slinky. I need to give her. I need to do that. How am I going to draw a cobra hood from this like angle? Because she has a cobra hood. You know cobra's hoods. I got to think about how I'm gonna get that in there. Oh yeah, the neck is going to be long. Don't worry, I'm giving her a long neck. In fact, that's too early. She's definitely having a long neck. Don't worry, you don't worry about a thing. She's got a long neck. Probably about, maybe not quite that long, but it's a long neck compared to the others. You know what I'll do? I'll give her the pose of standing. No, actually, I'm going to keep trying with the pose that I've got in mind. Where she's got her head like more out, you know, and down and flat, not curved. Not doing this curve, you know. She's more just whoop, doing that right now. Chat disconnected? Oh no! Successfully connected. Yippee! I don't know what happened there. You do you, YouTube. You do you. Favorite snake? Hog noses are adorable. Just any kind of hog nose, they're adorable. Or royal pythons, which is basic, but they're also adorable because they've got stupid little puppy faces and I love them. It's gonna have to be more of like an upwards pose, isn't it? Do I have a more like that? But the point is they keep their heads low. They do keep their heads lower is the problem. They're the sort of wyverns that keep their heads lower and stalk along the ground. They don't have their heads up high. They like to stalk along the ground. You'll often see them frowning with their heads and neck down. Right there, and then it. moves in. Not fully, because I need room for a rib cage there. Now, I'm just going to draw a win. I'm not going to attach to our body just yet. I'm just going to draw the win using this reference. Roughly. I want it angled more flat. Because I imagine they have wings, they stick their wings out more than that. So I was kind of correct with how I had it. Just looked wrong. Just imagine them being much flatter. That's all. That's what I'm trying to convey. I also have the membrane that does that. And that's probably too long, so... Very functional. All these dragons have very functional hands. That's why they have 5 fingers. 5-finger hands. So they're all like, we live in a society, but they're all like proper societies. With like their own towns and cities built and stuff. So they've got very functional hands. Let's do the rest of the wing before I attach it. So let's do the outer spine. Second one. It's been a long time since I've done anything Wyvern like. This is very unfamiliar with me right now. I knew she'd give me trouble. I knew she was going to be the ones that would give me trouble. Remembering that the wind is probably slightly overlapping the elbow here. Not unlikely. Yeah, these guys are 5 fingers and 4 toes, technically. When I say 5 fingers, I mean 4 fingers and a thumb, but yeah. Oh, I think Flo wants to leave. Hang on, I need to go open the door for Flo. Oh, open the door. I want to leave. I'm also going to sit here and look at you. It's probably a bit too far because I need to fit a 4th one in there. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want it to form. There we go. I do need to fit a 4th one. What I might do is do that and then curve it some more. Just do more of a curve. Because there will be bone joints and I just can't be asked to draw the bone joints right now, so we're just pretending there are no bone joints, but there are bone joints, so it could curve like that. Okay. Well, it's not great, but it's something. It works as a win. until I feel like it fits. Get rid of you for the time being. Yeah. There works. Let's do that for now and see what else I can do with it. It isn't really flared up right now, so don't need to worry about that. I don't think about how the rest of her body's gonna go though. She's not snake-like all the way, you know, she has a wyvern body. I mean, I don't know what else to do with it, Fantastic. I mean, like, do you mean these curves? I don't know what you mean, honestly. My brain can't comprehend right now. I'm fucking half dead. I need a chest. She needs a chest. Yeah, it's cool, Dino. And then Cobra Hood is doing that. Their legs are very. She's in a very crouched position, so very bunched up leg. Think about a bunched up leg now. God, my brain is just mush. I need this headache to go away, but I've taken so many painkillers and it just won't go away. I'm just accepting the fact that I'm just going to have a constant headache currently. What I need to currently accept. I'm just having a constant headache and it sucks. See a video soon though, in like, I don't know, 40 minutes or whatever, 50 minutes, I don't fucking know. I can't math currently. Right. If I want to compare their styles, actually, Monstrous Nightmare from How to Train Your Dragon. There you go. I was trying to think of a comparison of how to fucking describe their stance. And like, there you go. How to Train Your Dragon, Monstrous Nightmare. The best I can describe it. Very long tail that goes very thin. Probably whip it around as defense. But you know what? I'm gonna make the wing bigger. The actual wing part bigger. Oh wait, no, I don't want. What's the? There we go. Not that. Wyvern said to have fairly big wings, so. Oh yeah, I love Jurassic Park and World. Dinosaurs are my favourite thing. I love dinosaurs. Kind of why I like dragons, because I like flying dinosaurs. Dragons are basically dinosaurs with wings, let's face it. Tail that goes quite thin at the end. And out thicker towards the body. Yeah, I still can't comprehend what you're saying. It is a dragon with 5 fingers with the hand down. I don't know what you mean. I can't. My brain can't right now. Honestly, I'm fucking half dead. Yeah, I can't be asked for the other win. She doesn't really have any other features because she's just very smooth snake. Scales and stuff. God, I'm just fucking everything up, aren't I? Ugh. I knew I was going to struggle to join this stream because I'm just barely awake. Right, let's move her somewhere. I don't know, she can chill there. Get this again and just have another look. As far as I'm aware, I've done the same as this reference. Hand is down, and it goes up and that like that, and then you've just got the things that do that. Like, to me, that's the same. I've done the same thing as there, so I don't know. There's a troper for the time being. It's something. It's not the best wyvern in the world, but it's something. I gotta fucking think. Who's next? Who else could I do? I could do... No, the Messel Dragons are so detailed that I don't know if I want to do that right now. Got the Water Dragon. I could do the water. What was her name? I named her Nori, I think. Like that. Not like that. Not naughty. Nori. Okay. I think the lag is in all end because OBS isn't telling me I've dropped any frames, so it might be you, unfortunately. So Nori is a Leviathan. She is fully aquatic. Nothing about her says going on land. You know, a different eye shape. I want her to be sort of... I don't know how I want her to look. She's one of the ones that I'm not sure how I want her to look, actually. Like, I sort of got her in my head, but it's one of those designs that's going to be hard to get down on paper. It's her problem. I mean, I am sketching. This is sketching. This is my sketching. Sometimes I do construction lines, but I don't always need to. But right now, when I'm just doing messy concept sketches, that's all I need. I don't need anything else other than just sketching like this. So they're probably going to be kind of like the air dragon in that they need to be aerodynamic, but in the case that they can glide through water easily. Because aerodynamics and water dynamics work very similarly. Like, if you want to go through water as well as you want to go through air, then you need to be very streamlined. So probably quite similar in that respect. Not overly similar. Yeah, hydrodynamic. I don't know if that's the actual word for it, but, you know, something along those lines. I'm going to give her sort of the arrow-shaped head, like mouth and head again, like Willow has. That's like she's cutting through the water. But she's also a Leviathan, so she doesn't... one of those ones I sort of know and I sort of don't know what she looks like. Maybe she's more like that in her snout. Oh, I don't know why it's lagging. It shouldn't be, because OBS is telling me everything's fine and YouTube's telling me everything's fine. Like, nothing's telling me that it's not a problem. So I don't know what's going on, honestly. No, she's looking too snaky now. Like, I want her to be kind of maybe like a cute nose. Because she's sort of meant to be sort of a little bit cute. I just want to give her something more unique. I need to think what I can do for her. Let's just get a general muzzle in. Let's just do that. Okay, there's a generic head shape. There we go. So from there, I kind of would like her nose to do that. I'm not sure. Sort of almost whale-ish. Not pretty whale-ish, but like, you know. It probably is manatee ones. Honestly, they all have, like, these are the main characters of these elements, but there's different variants of them. Like, for the water dragons, there's a deep sea variant, and they're more monstrous, you know, for the air dragons, there's stormy variants, you know, they all could be different. So I remember her horns, I made them almost look like coral, I remember. Sorry I'm not talking much, guys. I'm, like, really tired. Like I said, probably only going for 2 or 3 hours-ish, if that. Or, I mean, 1 or 2 hours, whatever I said. I can't remember what I said, like, an hour ago. She very likely has fins around the place. I don't think where she could go, actually. How? Because I'm lazy. Because I'm fucking lazy right now. It's just... You guys saw nothing. I did not just copy and paste that. You saw nothing. You saw absolutely nothing. I don't know what you're talking about. It must have been the wind. Must have been the wind. Oh, look. Suddenly she's got a second horn. Wow, I wonder where that came from. I'm almost tempted to have it, like... have multiple layers of that, so it's almost like this. With me for a second. And they get smaller as they go. Like a crest, almost. And then have another one bigger and does that. So she's got like a crest of horns. Something along those lines. That one. So maybe something like that, where she's got like a crest of claw-like horns. That could work. It's something, isn't it? It's a little bit more interesting than just nothing. Let's give her another one that's just there. she has fin going along her body like that. Let me put her big flipper in first and then I'll think about that. Because when I say they're pretty aquatic, I mean they're pretty aquatic. There is nothing more than a big flipper for her. No legs, just flipper. They are pretty aquatic. Not even any wings, they're just them. A bit of a longer neck than that. Shall I get the chest visible? Everything to draw. I like grungy textures. I think they're fun. Back flipper. A little bit longer. Smaller one there. Okay, now let's think about the rest of her body, what I want to add to her. I mean, I can keep the coral reef theme going down her back. Probably keep that theme. Give her sort of normal stomach plates, probably what she has. Give her a dorsal, I think. A dorsal would do her well. Dorsal, I mean like a dorsal fin, but it's going to be more like these kind of fins. She looks nothing like Ioga, come on. Like Ioga dragon type would be fucking insane. I'm going to do a second lot of fins going that way, I think. That's what I would do. And the tail. That's just enough to sort of be on a bit of fin. And that. That, something like that. I mean, adjust it a little bit. It's not great. It's fucking awful is what it is, but you know, conveying the idea, that's what I'm trying to do right now, not be perfect. Because these are concept sketches, not absolutely perfect anatomy, absolutely brilliant, perfect, whatever. I mean, the most fancy one is meant to be Cosmos, this guy, but he kind of turned out shit. So I'll probably edit his design a bit at some point, but he's supposed to be the most fancy one. He'd probably look better if I put, like, fully rendered him. Right. It is time to keep adding fucking coal everywhere. Let's go, coal. I'm too lazy to do anything other than fucking copy and paste this shit right now. I'm not joining that much coal. I'm too dead to do that. All everywhere. Favorite Pokemon Sceptile. By far it's Sceptile. Absolutely love that silly lad. Have it slowly track along the tail as it goes to join in on the cluster at the end. Yeah, my favourites are Sceptile, Typhlosion, Inteleon, Corviknight, Kyogre, Lugia. They're my favourites. They're my absolute favourites. And then from there, I really like Tyrantrum, I like Dragapult, I like Hydreigon, I like all the sort of most of the dragony ones for obvious reasons. You know, that's probably obvious. I'd like the dragony ones. I'll do what I'm doing. We'll do. So just conveying the idea, not being perfect. I gotta remember. Going to be the general size of them now. I'll just copy and paste that one. That's not what I wanted to do. Nope. Thought that was even a shortcut I could do to open another canvas like that. A bit smaller. I didn't think I was going to like Sceptile, but when I chose him as my starter in Alpha Sapphire, I ended up really liking him. And now I find him just really cute for some reason. I don't know why. He's just cute to me. He's just a silly boy. Silly Angie lizard. That's now more accurate for the size. We'll just copy and paste this one for a bit. Yeah, that video will be releasing very soon in about 25 minutes. I had some maths then. You'll be seeing that video released in about 25 minutes. It's scheduled for. That'll do. Oh god, all the layers. Okay. Now I've got to do all this erasing. It's gonna suck. But we've got to do it. Everything that's overlapping, we erase. fucking layer is this? Why is that up there? What am I on? That one? That one? Yeah, that one. That one. Yeah, I can't. Cosmos' design I can't fucking get right, man. I'm hoping maybe when I come to properly join him and rendering him, I can get him to look more impressive than he is, because he's meant to be big and impressive, but apparently I'm not capable of doing that, apparently. Which sucks, but it is what it is. Can I have the right fucking layer? Thank you. Oh, I'm not doing more Bam Bam for a while. Really not doing more Bam Bam for a while. I'm focusing on other videos for the time being. I'll keep it going, but I'm not doing it very often. I get the right layer. Oh my god, what layer is that? There we go. One thing I don't like about Side that every single copy and paste you do ends up on another layer, and it's a little bit annoying. Like, sometimes, most of the time it's useful, but sometimes, like in this case, it's like, why couldn't you just all be on the same layer? Make my life easier. Okay, that'll do. Now I've got to merge all of these. And actually, even before I merge it to Nori, I'm just gonna... No, I'll keep how it is. I can expand it another time. Hey, Nori. I don't know, Dino. I don't know. Who else? We've got the Drake, who's technically a Drake, but he also has wings, but he's still technically a Drake because the wings aren't real wings, they're crafted wings. I don't even remember what I called him. What did I name him? I mean, there's multiple of them in the story. I think I named the main one. Cardoon, but I'm not sure. Let me check. I've got the list somewhere. Yeah, Cardoon. I remember it is Cardoon. Open that back because it goes away whenever I open Discord. There we go. I do like horror games, and my favourite's probably the FNAF series. I do quite like Resident Evil as well. I can't wait to play Requiem, because I'm going to be buying that when I can afford it. So, the metal dragons are literally all fucking metal. It's crafted armour, but they are literally all metal. And I gotta think about that. Probably playtime, not into it, not bothered by it. Yeah, they have helmets, they are armoured. I'm just gonna draw general. Shaping. Start off with. They are completely armoured dragons. They make their own metal. They make their own everything, really. So they are technically drakes, but they have wings that they've made for themselves. How angry would you be if someone used AI to animate one picture of you? I mean, yeah, I would be angry, of course. And the problem is I have no idea how I want the Metal Dragon's armor to look. Never thought that far about it. They probably still have normal horns sticking out. They're normal horns sticking out because they are still dragons. They're just drakes. They don't have wings, but they are still dragons in that respect. So nice big thick horns, I reckon, suits them. The armor wrapping around where the horn comes out. As it transitions to the neck, we've got joints for ease of movement. We have neck plates as well. Literally everything is just armor. So I'm just going to draw general body shape and then we'll put armor on it. Probably going to do this guy and then stop the stream because I'm just half dead. I need to go rest. I took painkillers before streaming to try and sort this headache out, and it sort of eased it, but now the painkillers are wearing off and it's starting to get really quite bad again. So I'm going to destroy this guy and then head off, I think, because I do need to go rest. Thick metal drakes. He will technically have a wing. You will see why in a minute. Even though he is a drake, he will have wings. And you will find out why when I get there. Now let's just join his body. Let's give a hole actually for the nose and nostril. So they would have one. Because they are drakes, they have big powerful legs. These drakes are usually more about running and ground. The ground, but these guys can technically fly with their wing invention thing. Yeah, but I've started this guy now, and I don't like to start something and not finish it, so we're going to finish this guy first before I head off. Big powerful tail. Again, I need to make the body longer because I've not made it. Can I fucking get the right fucking tool? Thank you. Okay. Armor is gonna go this down the neck and back. So they've got that flexibility because it's joints, like the overlapping joints like this gives flexibility. It's all the way down the tail as well. Probably got very sturdy steel plates or stomach plates. Maybe not steel, whatever the fuck metal they would use. I've not figured that out yet, what metal they would use, or if they make their own metal or whatever, but nice sturdy plates. Tail probably has some kind of weapon on it. I'm not really giving them any big clubs yet, so I'm going to give them club, I think. Sort of like a club, not really a club, but just sort of like that. Have it attach by doing that. Big club thing they've got. Also made of metal with this ridge design. Legs, of course, have plates to them. I'm thinking about how that's going to go. Let's draw in the wind. So the wings they have are 100% mechanical. So they are draped, but they have 100% mechanical wings that they've built themselves. So where this joint is actually going to be a cog of some sort. I'm just going to draw. No, God, I hate drawing cogs. They're so difficult to sort of figure out. So not every metal dragon has these, only the ones that go out flying. Most of them stay home. You just have these little cogs that control the wind. Just like this. They're badly drawn, but you know, it gives the idea. Favorite color, I don't know about number, but favorite color is red. Specifically like darker red. I like a darker red. Let's have more space for you. Again, there'll probably be another cog here because it needs to control all the little bits that come out. I know these are badly drawn cogs, but it just gives the idea of a cog, doesn't it, really? That's all I need it to do. Be like, hey, that is a mechanical cog. That's all I need. And I'll put 2 more smaller ones. Oh god. Oh. I'll do these better when I come to actually drawing them properly, but this will do for the time being. So that then gives these bits that come out. They're not going to have membranes. They're actually going to be more like this. It's more like layers of steel feathers almost. Rather than a membrane, because if they were to craft a membrane, they had to make like a flimsy material and it's more likely to break. So they actually made their wings out of these more metal feather-like structures, so that the wing has a better chance of surviving and not blowing apart, because we would not want that. So that would be the death of the dragon if the wing would just die and stop working. Sort of somewhat feathery wings, just sort of like a layer probably. Two layers. Maybe like Skarmory's wings. That's sort of my inspiration for these guys, are Skarmory's wings, you know, the Pokemon. Metallic wings just like Skarmory. Because who cares if realistically that wouldn't work? They're fantasy creatures. So let's also give the idea that this is a... how would I... It would need some kind of ball joint, wouldn't it? Just like that. Then partially covered up by the armor going around it. There we go, mechanical win. Let's get the rest of the armor in. I'll do this, I'll make that. Very much make this up as I go along, to be honest with you guys. I'm just seeing what I can do. Make something that looks half decent. My computer has done that thing where it puts the screen somewhat yellow because it's sunset, or at least it's actually dark now. And it is making my eyes go all funny because I was not expecting it. Even the feet have armor on the toes. Everything is armored on them. They literally look like they're made of metal. They have so much armor on them. There's like barely anything that is not armored. And the only bits of flesh you can see on them is like where the nose and eye come through. Other than that, the rest of this is all armor. It's all armor. I'm rushing this, but no, whatever. Oh, God. I am ready to be done. Because I need to go rest. And hey, once I've done this, you guys can go watch a new video because it releases in 3 minutes. So that's good timing, isn't it? Because I'm almost done with this guy, so... Once I'm done, you can go watch the new video when it's out in 3 minutes. There we go. Drake that actually has wins because they make their own wins. Because they cheat and they make wins. Oh, we got 3 more done. 4 more done. We got 4 done, actually. In terms of concepts. I'm still not happy with Cosmos, and I might come back to him in the next one. I might redo him and come back to him. I'm still not happy with him. He's like the one design that I don't know. Because his original design is so shit that I want to completely redo it. But I might come back to him. And just remake him. I'm going to give room to do that because I probably need to make him a little bit bigger. But yeah. So probably next time I'm going to redo him. Because yeah, he's not looking very good at the moment. But anyways, thank you everyone for coming out. I'm going to go chill because this headache is really bad. Yeah, literally in a minute the new video is going to come out. So you guys can go watch that if you want. But yeah, so thank you everyone for coming out. Thanks for watching. Here's our dragon. You know what actually I'm going to do quickly? Is just label them all. So here we have Willow. Here we have Acacia. Down here we have Spruce. Here's Cosmos, whatever you want to call him. We have Hawthorn down here. Here we have a Troper. Here we have Nori up here. And here we have Cardoon. And there we go, that's everyone for now. They're labelled now. Anyways, thank you everyone for coming out. Yeah, see ya. Bye. Goodbye, everyone.